So Daisy, microphone's not even in the right position. I'm recording this bit again because YouTube, again, whenever you record from webcam, it seems to, I don't know why, maybe it's, I don't know what they're doing, maybe it's an automatic service and it's not picking up things properly. It tends to cut the ends of videos, and YouTube still hasn't fixed this. So I can't exactly remember what I said or where I got up to, but I think basically I was saying that I felt Nick Clegg had been the worst out of all of the people. I didn't blame David Cameron because he wants to get in power. Gordon Brown was the only one who really showed any honour because he gave up his position to enable his party to have a better chance because of Nick Clegg's hatred of, or not hatred, or dislike of working with Mr. Brown, despite them being politically more allies than the one that he's decided to go with. And yes, I found Nick Clegg had, because of the TV debates, it put him in a position of power, and he abused it rather, and he's decided to work, well, he was talking to both of them, I think, trying to find whichever gave him the best deal, which is maybe not blamable, but I just find it, it doesn't sit well that a Lib Dem has decided to take office with the Tories. It seems a bit Faustian that he's selling his soul and able to get his seat on the throne, and I think this is going to do damage to the Liberal Democrats, which I think if he'd taken a more honourable position and had sided himself with Labour, I think Lib Dems would have been a lot more happier. I think the country would have been a lot more happier as well, because the idea of Tory and Lib Dem doesn't really sit very well, whereas Labour and Lib Dems it would have sat better. But we'll see. David Cameron does sound different than the other Tories, though he does have the background of it, and like I say, a lot of these politicians use metaphor and poetical speech to hide their real policies, which are going to come later, and we'll find what it's like. Let's hope it's better under David Cameron than it was under Margaret Thatcher and her likes, because historically, despite what the Tories might like to be saying, seem to be saying now, they've always, the whole idea of the Conservative is they're more interested in the economy than people, and Labour's more interested in people than the economy, and Lib Dems are just somewhere in the middle. Well, they're more to the left actually, but anyway, that's rather basic, but that's all I know. But I just hope that we can trust, because when you hear the rhetoric of David Cameron, it does sound interesting, and they're all pretty good. I believed Gordon Brown, I think, better because I think he came across as more normal and more truthful than the others, who came across a bit like politicians, in the regard that they will say whatever. I'm not saying that in a nice way, but they both said nice flowery things, and same as President Obama, same as Tony Blair. The only problem is whether they will actually uphold these sentiments that they're given across in the words and how they speak them. That I'm unsure of, but we'll soon find out. We'll give David Cameron a chance, our new Prime Minister, and see whether he does breathe a new life into the Tories. Maybe now we've got to that stage in politics, which we should really get to, where we don't really have parties squabbling, but we have parties that work together, and their main mission is serving the country and stabilising it and making it better in all the right good ways. I mean, in the past, obviously the Tories gave all our public sector things away to the private sector, and the whole thing was about achieving your own goals by your own means, i.e. setting up businesses and etc., which is okay if you're a business person or business orientated or very rich, but the poor people don't tend to suffer too well under the Tories. But David Cameron seems to suggest that he's going to look after those who are poor, though it's interesting that they only class people under 10,000 a year as being poor. I think that number really should be under 20,000. I think under 10,000 is a stupid number. I think anyone under 20,000, well, I would consider in that same bracket, and I think they should be helping out people under that amount. But of course they won't do that. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. And so we have a new Prime Minister with Nick Clegg. And that was basically what I was waffling on at the end before YouTube cut me off. It's probably going to cut me off again, so that's why I'm waffling a bit more, to if it does cut me off, then I don't have to make another video to explain what the waffling was, because the waffling, it doesn't matter if it gets deleted. Okay, so that's enough waffling. Take care, take it easy, God bless, and peace.